them. The winner of tonight's match will play the USC Aiken UNC Pembroke winner. So this will be the last home match for Francis Marion of the season, as the rest of their matches, whether they win, of course if they lose there won't be any more matches, but if they win then they will be on the road the rest of the way. But the winner of tonight's match will play USC Aiken USC Pembroke, whoever wins that game, in Friday's second semifinal match. That match will take place at 2 p.m. at Blanchard Woods Park in Evans, Georgia. Now, the Peach Belt Conference Tournament Championship match is set for Sunday at 1 p.m. And as I said, you talk about the excitement that has been generated by this Francis Marion team, and I can speak as an alum here, attended school here 4 years, and have kind of kept up with what's been happening along with Francis Marion and all of their sports. And I have not seen a team on the soccer side this productive in the years that I've been familiar with Francis Marion. So it's just a testament to what head coach John Campbell has been able to do, and with very good reason he and his team come into this match full of excitement and full of anticipation, and so is this crowd on a beautiful November 4th evening as we're getting set for soccer. Now, meanwhile, on the Montevallo side, as I mentioned, they are 6-6-4. The Falcons from Alabama. They are the 6th seed, and they've had somewhat of an up and down season this year. They are 3-4-2 in the conference. They've had a better home record than away, 2-3-2 on the road, while 4-3-2 at home. And if you look at this Montevallo team, you say to yourself, can they pull off what would be considered really an upset with the way Francis Marion has played this year? They played the Patriots tough in the first matchup, as I mentioned, back on September the 27th. And here they come into this match with an opportunity to do something very big, pulling off an upset against a Francis Marion team. On the Francis Marion side, the guy that you certainly want to watch is Mike Warren, the goalkeeper of the week. And on the Francis Marion side also, watch for Sven Rique. Now, we get set to take a break here. Get you ready for Francis Marion and Montevallo. Come on back with us in Peach Belt Conference Tournament play. Back in a moment.
Officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student-athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for immediate removal. Thank you for your continued support of Francis Marion University Athletics, the Peach Belt Conference, and NCAA men's soccer. Fans are reminded that Francis Marion University is a smoke-free campus, and no pets are allowed within the confines of the Griffin Athletic Complex.
Welcome back to Florence. Just moments away from the beginning of this matchup tonight. Should be a thrill. Montevallo and Francis Marion, 6-seed Falcons and the 3-seed Patriots, as the players take the field along with the officials.
For this evening's Peach Belt Conference men's soccer tournament quarterfinal match between the University
Montevallo
of
head coach is
and your Francis Marion University
Bruce DeTierley. And he comes with this Montevallo squad looking to pull off the big upset.
Please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So we'll take another break here and come back with more in just a moment.
At this time, let's meet and greet the starters for the visiting Falcons. From
Welcome
Montevallo.
back here to Hartzler Field, named after, of course, the current athletics director at Francis Marion, Murray Hartzler, a part of this Griffin Athletic Complex for this Peach Belt Conference quarterfinal match between Montevallo and Francis Marion. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups. In goal for Montevallo is Yannick Horn. One of the defensemen from Montevallo, Lewis Hill. Another defenseman, Nicolas Lacar. In the midfield, young man by the name of Ram Galad. Another midfielder, number 10, Sergeant Jukovic. Another player on this Montevallo squad, a forward, Alex Morton, number 13. Tyler Tebow, defenseman, wears number 14 for Montevallo. Josh Keller, a midfielder, wearing number 15. Zach Keller, defenseman, number 16 on this Montevallo squad. Steven Roca, number 18, the defenseman on the Montevallo team. And Jeffrey Hessenberger is a forward on this Montevallo squad. On the Francis Marion side, as the crowd gets amped up for it, in goal, as I mentioned, Mike Warren, named goalkeeper of the week on yesterday. He is joined in the starting lineup by quite a bunch, a team that's been so productive this year. They have had a whale of a season. These are the starters on the Francis Marion side. Peter Beniso, number 2 defenseman. Number 3, Jeremy Bonya, another defenseman. Number 4, David Sheridan, the veteran David Sheridan from Scotland. In the midfield, number 5, Thomas Kuzis. He's a freshman from Hanover, Germany. Tom Gillette. I remember Tom from my time here watching some Francis Marion action. Tom is a 5'8" defenseman from London. He's also joined by Michael Eibel. Eibel wears number 8. He's a midfielder. Number 10, Shaheen Hemont, another midfielder. Number 11, he's the guy to definitely watch tonight. Sven Rike, the goal leader on this Francis Marion team. He wears number 11. Pascal Majira, number 12, is another midfielder. And one of your forwards, number 17, Benjamin Quast. And as I mentioned, head coach for Francis Marion is John Campbell. His assistant coach is Brandon Heimbrock. Lineups are still being introduced here. Players are clamping it up. Crowd is cheering and roaring. A lot of support from the women's soccer team tonight. They have not had quite the year the men have had, but a positive year for them as well. On the Francis Marion side, it's been just a good, solid, productive year for this Francis Marion team, and they want to keep it going by marching on in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. Montevallo is wearing your purple. Francis Marion in the home whites. It should be a wonderful matchup. 1-1 was the last meeting back in Alabama on September the 27th. Players are loosening up. Montevallo huddling up. Francis Marion comes in and huddles up. And we are just about set to go here. Officials are Howard Ash, Joel Barber, and Joe Balaz. Hartzler Field is just about set for postseason action. Quite a thrill to have postseason action taking place here in Florence in this Peach Belt Conference Tournament. As I mentioned, Patriots are the 3C, Montevallo the 6C. There is some other action going on tonight in Peach Belt Conference play. Flagler is taking on Clayton State in the 5-4 matchup. UNC Pembroke and USC Aiken, as I mentioned, are doing battle in the 7-2 game. And North Georgia, the 8 seed, is at Young Harris of a 1 seed. All of those taking place tonight. And as I mentioned, the Montevallo Francis Marion winner, the winner of the 6-3 match, will take on the winner of the 7-2 match. That will take place on Friday in Evans, Georgia. So it's just about time to get this thing going. Montevallo and Francis Marion. "45 minutes are on the clock, and we are underway. Montevallo is playing it here, moving from left to right. Nifty movements by the Falcons. Patriots battling early. That one goes wide. And the Patriots will put it in play with Mike Warren. Francis Marion 11-3-2 on the season. And as you might expect, they've been solid at home. They have not lost at home. They are 4-0-2 at home. I beg your pardon, they're 6-3 at home. They've not lost on the road. 4-0-2 on the road. One of the keys for Francis Marion tonight, they score 7 more goals than their opponents in the first period. So they are a team that gets off to an early start. They establish tempo the way they want to. And once they get ahead of you in the first period, it's pretty tough to come back on them. So we'll see if the Patriots can do that tonight. They've scored 13 first period goals to just 6 by their opponents. Patriots have the possession here. Francis Marion moving from right to left. Montevallo trying to take that one away. Good aggressive play by Hemot. Falcons trying to possess it. And the Patriots will put it in play here. This one played out wide to the near side. Up the field and turned away. Then a collision. Big collision after the aggressive defensive effort by Zach Keller of Montevallo, who is still on the ground. Zach Keller, number 16, is lying still on the ground. He collided with a Francis Marion player. I believe it was David Sheridan with whom he collided. And they're going to bring out the train. As you know, soccer is a sport where you go full speed ahead. And sometimes those types of things can happen. We play on. The clock is not started. No, it's going on down. This one played over up the near side. Over along the near side. Now turned up the field. Saw David Sheridan try and head that one. Patriots will bring it up here. There is no score. Bit of a push there from Tyler Tebow, the freshman from Florida. And there's the acknowledgement by the official. In the postseason, things can get a bit chippy. Official clearing things up between Rique and Tebow, 11 and 14 respectively. And Rique with the kick here. Rique sends it into the box and knocked away. This will be a Francis Marion corner kick.
Spin Rique on the corner kick for FMU.
Rique will execute the corner. Patriots also dominate in the corner kick department in the first period, 48-32. So they really jump on you early with aggressive play. This one into the box. And that one goes into the net for a Francis Marion goal. A bizarre play. It went off the hands of a Montevallo player. And the Patriots get the goal almost 4 minutes into the match. How about that for a turn of events? Patriots 1, Falcons nothing. We'll get the official scoring on that from the scores folks here. But that was a rather bizarre play. So much traffic, and You look up and the ball's through the net for the first goal of the match. Give that goal officially to David Sheridan, assisted by Rique. Fourth goal of the season for David Sheridan. So already I mentioned at the outset, Francis Marion has a tendency of scoring right away. They come full throttle in the first period, establish how they want this game to be, and leave you on your heels for the rest of the match. This one put into play up to the midfield. Headed by Ibel. Tom Gillette will toss it in. So just 4 minutes into the match, you got a goal on a header from David Sheridan. Shot from in the box. Sheridan scores it. Rique assists. And the first goal of the match is turned in by the Patriots. Up along the far side here and out of play.
Francis Marion goal scored by David Sheridan, his fourth of the season, assisted by Sven Rique in the 4th minute. Sheridan from Rique in the 4th minute.
Had a foul moments ago on Montevallo, on Alex Morton. Big collision there. That's definitely going to be a whistle. Peter Beniso put a hit on number 13, Alex Morton, who is slow to get up. You talk about physical play. We've certainly seen that here in the early going. We saw Zach Keller take a hit in a collision earlier in the match. Another collision here. That'll be a foul on Peter Beniso. So the kick into the box and headed away. Played back to Duchkovic. Montevallo trying to attack. Trailing 1-0. If this thing starts to get into a bit of a scoring match, you'd think the Patriots would have the advantage. Up along the near side and running aggressively is Hemot. Into the box here. Oh, and a nice save. Major save by Yannick Horn of Montevallo. Patriots coming right back though. Everybody in this crowd thought we had our second goal of the match. Patriots still possessing it. Into the box again. Oh, and another save on a right-footed shot by Pascal Majera. Patriots producing shots on goal here. 3 shots on goal. And another corner kick on the way.
Sven Rique on the corner kick for FMU.
Rique will send it in. In the air. Ends up back. And the shot is wide from Benjamin Quast. Benjamin Quast, a graduate student from Germany. Looking for the opportunity to capitalize. Up along the near side. Played back to David Sheridan. Sheridan goes out wide. Patriots had a bit of trouble handling it there with Bonya. And now this one played up along the near side to Hemont. Up ahead into the box. Off the heel. Oh my. Majira went tumbling. Crowd is left stunned and filled with disbelief. Majira with a somersault there in the air. Patriots up along the near side. They've been possessing the ball quite well here in the early going. We've played almost 10 minutes. Patriots lead 1-0. Already with 4 shots to Montevallo's 1. Turned away, and the Falcons are playing it with Lewis Hill, number 4. Patriots coming back the other way. Good time to remind you to visit www.fmupatriotshop.com for all your Francis Marion apparel and all your gift needs. Support your Patriots today by visiting www.fmupatriotshop.com. Sent away by Horn. Falcons find themselves already behind. Montevallo, the 6th seed, FMU, the 3 seed in this Peach Belt Conference quarterfinal match. Winner will play on Friday against either USC Aiken or UNC Pembroke. And if we are fortunate enough to grab a hold of those scores, we'll pass them along to you as the evening progresses. Back to Beniso. With a pass to Majira. Now controlled by Ibel. Ibel sends it up for Rike. Rike, the goal leader on this team. Trying to get towards the box. Turned away. Nice stop. And a corner kick is coming up.
Sven Rike on the corner kick for FMU.
Rike will perform the corner. Rike into the box. Headed in the air. Horn goes after it. Sheridan. Now across to the near side. Tracked down and sent high and wide by Hemont. Hemont stopped it. Put his right foot on it. Sent it way wide. Patriots have outshot their opponents coming into tonight's game, 210 to 193. That's 17 more shots. They've scored 14 more goals than their opponents have this year, 32 to 18. And they do play aggressively. They commit their share of fouls. They have outfouled their opponents this year. Montevallo into the box. A shot deflected and then hopped on by Mike Warren. Had to save himself there. Went off his hands. He ran and made sure that one did not get into the net. He punted away. Here is Hemont. Hemont, the 5'10" junior from Germany. One of 6 players from Germany on this Francis Marion squad. Up along the far side. And the Patriots will come back this way. From right to left. Played almost 15 minutes. Also has, we continue play, an opportunity to congratulate FMU women's soccer player Elizabeth Asari for being named the Division I Independent Schools Offensive Player of the Year. So how about that accomplishment? She was named the Offensive Player of the Year by College Sports Madness. Montevallo with an opportunity. And this will be a Montevallo corner kick. That was played aggressively on the Montevallo side by Alex Morton, who came in for the injured Zach Keller. Keller suffered an injury in the first 4 or 5 minutes of tonight's match. In the box, in some traffic, played back into the box, and the header is over everything. And the Patriots will have the goal kick. Francis Marion 1, Montevallo nothing on a beautiful November evening in Florence, South Carolina. Julius Broman, number 14, sent it wide there. Broman with it now. Dribbling and playing it back. Now Tebow sends it. Back Falcons trying to establish how they want to come to the attack here. Patriots with them every step of the way. Falcons on the giddy up. And a shot attempt is off to the left. Now 5 shots to 4 in Francis Marion's favor. Montevallo's not going to back down. They're not going to be disappointed. They're not going to be filled with consternation and anxiety after that opening goal. They've come to play and they've come to advance. And perhaps even when you see a player go down in the opening minutes of the game, maybe that does something to unite a team and fortify them and solidify their efforts and maybe even give them an extra jolt of energy that they might not have had. To the near side with Josh Keller. Played back to Kevin Francis, number 8. Francis from Des Plaines, Illinois. He's a sophomore. Now up along the far side, turned away. And we will have another Montevallo corner kick. Falcons have been knocking on the door. Turning the heat up on Francis Marion.
Dukovic on the corner kick for Montevallo.
Dujkovic will perform the corner. That's Sergen Dujkovic. Freshman from Germany, from Darmstadt, Germany. Dujkovic has 2 game-winning goals on the Montevallo squad this year. .391 shot on goal percentage. Highest shot on goal percentage for this Montevallo squad can be found in the person of Steven Diddick. Diddick with a .714 shot on goal percentage. Meanwhile, the Patriots have a .514 shot on goal percentage as a team.
Goal kick to the Falcons. The winner of tonight's quarterfinal match will play the USC Aiken UNC Pembroke winner in Friday's second semifinal match at 2 p.m. at Blanchard's Woods Park in Evans, Georgia. The PBC tournament
So Yannick Horn here
is set for Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Line drives one. Off the head of Majera, and Montevallo will possess. We're almost halfway through half number one. Patriots lead 1-0. Pass to the near side. Francis. And now the Patriots coming the other way. Patriots with the throw in here. Right around 24 minutes left in half number one. Going to try if we can and when we can to track down some of those other scores in the Peach Belt Conference. Know you folks are interested. Tournament play, conference tournament play, always a thrilling time of the year. No matter what sport. And for the Patriots to be as successful as they have this season, the excitement turns up another level. Beniso has it stolen away by Hessenberger. Jeffrey Hessenberger plays it back. Here's a shot and a save by Warren. Right-footed shot that time from Dujkovic. Montevallo again coming up along the near side. This is Josh Keller with the cross, and then turned away by Francis Marion. Kept alive by the Falcons. And Dujkovic has it turned aside. Dujkovic just took a shot from the top of the box. And a nice save by Warren. Expect nothing less from Warren. As I mentioned, he was named the goalkeeper of the week on yesterday in the conference. There's a bump. Down goes Rique. Looked like Lewis Hill. Rique plays it up. I beg your pardon. That's number 6, Nicolas Lacar, and we have a player down on the Francis Marion side. Now hopping up. Looks like Michael Eibel. Nicolas Lacar is charged with the foul, and then an offside against Francis Marion. Here come the Falcons. Patriots will play it. Here's Tebow. Coming to the near side, tracked down by Kevin Francis. So we'll have a corner kick here from Montevallo. Oh no, a throw-in. A throw-in from Montevallo. Kevin Francis getting it back. Now played back towards the midfield. Good effort from Pascal Majira. They're being aggressive for the Francis Marion squad. Majira's a veteran on this team, a junior from Hemmingen, Germany. He's had a lot of time to get acclimated to head coach John Campbell. That shot a save. Hard right-footed shot up along the far side by the Patriots. His Ibel. Dribbled up and run down by Yannick Horn. Horn will play it over to Francis. Montevallo started the year a bit shaky. Won just one of their first 4 matches. And it's been up and down ever since. They haven't won more than 2 games all season long. That's how they And it's been up and down ever since. They haven't won more than 2 games all season long. That's how they arrived at their current 6-6-4 record under their second-year head coach. Down to around 18 minutes, 18 and change left in half number 1. Patriots lead it 1-0 on Montevallo. Hawkins, header in the box, and pulled in by Warren. Jeffrey Hessenberger with the header for the 6th Montevallo shot of the evening. Montevallo now ahead in the shots department, 6-5. Francis Marion ahead in the corner kicks, 3-2. Like the determination of this Montevallo squad, though. You see a lot of aggressiveness from them. Still on his feet and still going is Morton. Morton defended by Sheridan and then turned aside. Corner kick coming up for Montevallo.
Into the match for Francis Marion, 21, Ryan Colinda.
Substitution for Francis Marion.
Patriot volleyball team will conclude
Ryan Colinda,
schedule this weekend.
5'9" freshman from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada.
Columbus State next Saturday.
Colinda number 21.
Begins on November 11th.
Francis Marion has won the Peach Belt Conference tournament twice all time, in 1999 and 2008. And this is the second year in a row that they've hosted a first-round match. Patriots along the far side. This is Thomas Kuzis. Now stolen away by Montevallo. And once again, down goes somebody. Alex Morton going down. And we will have an infraction on the Patriots. Crowd is not pleased with that, as you might be able to hear. Foul was on Pascal Majera. We've seen our fair share of fouls and physical play thus far in half number one. Patriots leading it 1-0. Francis Marion men's and women's cross-country teams will both run in the Peach Belt Conference Championships on November the 8th at Fort Gordon in Augusta, Georgia. Patriots would also like to congratulate sophomores Nicole Edelman and Emmeline Wheeler for being named to the Peach Belt Conference Women's Cross-Country All-Academic Team for 2014. Here come the Patriots. Yannick Horn will take care of that one. $14 minutes and change in half number one. Tebow. Back to Morton. Here come the Falcons, speeding as killer into the box. Right foot pass and then the shot. And a great save by Warren. Shot by Morton, save by Warren. Warren diving to his right to stop that one hot in its tracks. And it's still 1-0. 7 shots put on the board by Montevallo. That one gets away. And sent into the air. And now here comes Benjamin Quast. Quast has it roll over to Montevallo with Tyler Tebow chasing it down. Patriots into the box here. There's a shot. Deflected. Patriots still trying to make something happen. And we have a whistle. And Montevallo will play it up along the near side. Oh, the Patriots were close that time. We were close to a second goal. Ryan Kalinda took that shot from in the box, and the save by Yannick Horn. $12 minutes left in half number one. Patriots 1, Montevallo nothing. Francis Marion scoring early on in the first 4 minutes of this match. Patriots 3 seed, Montevallo the 6 seed in Peach Belt Conference quarterfinal action. Falcons possessing. Played over to Francis. Francis has seen much of the ball here in the first half. This is Josh Keller. Over to Tebow. Mike Warren will scoop this one up for on the Francis Marion side. Mentioned earlier that Francis Marion tends to get off to hot starts. It's somewhat of the opposite for Montevallo. Montevallo actually scores better and they outscore their opponents in the second as opposed to the first. So the second period is more of Montevallo's bread and butter than the first period. The opposite on the Francis Marion side. Getting right off to an early start in the first period, trying to put you away in the first period. By the time the second period comes, you're as dead as a doornail. Coming close to 10 minutes here. Once again, fans, as we are afforded the opportunity, we'll track down those scores from around the Peach Belt Conference. Let's take a look at some of them right now. A final already. Clayton State defeating Flagler 4-2. USC Aiken is currently leading UNC Pembroke 2-1. And Young Harris is dominating North Georgia right now, leading 5-0 in the first. Patriot fans and Montevallo fans are most interested in that UNC Pembroke USC Aiken match because the winner of this match will play the winner of that Aiken Pembroke match on Friday afternoon. Currently USC Aiken leads it 2-1. This is Sheridan. Now here comes Duchkovic. Duchkovic, a very good player on this Montevallo team. Played over to Josh Keller. Keller with a cross, the header in the box. And tracked down. Played by Duchkovic. Kept alive. He gets it back and sends one near the goal. And Mike Warren will take care of that. Young Harris, quite a fascinating season for them. They've won 14 in a row. Blowing out North Georgia right now 5-0 in the first. That shot nowhere near from the top. Had a foul moment ago on Francis Marion on Benjamin Quast. That shot was high from the Patriots. Ryan Kalinda shot that one and just too tall. Now here's Rike. Sven Rike leads the team in goals coming into tonight's match. 7 assists. Benjamin Quast actually leading the Patriots in goals with 7. Rike leading in overall scoring. Quast has 7 goals and 1 assist, and Warren has 5 goals and 7 assists. Saw moments ago, good effort from Francis Marion with a near goal opportunity.
Into the match for Francis Marion, number 6, Jaden Doyle. In for the Falcons,
Jaden Doyle is
number
in for
12,
Francis
Stephen
Marion.
Diddick.
Stephen Diddick, whom I mentioned earlier, is in for Montevallo. 7 shots on both sides, 3 corner kicks on both sides. Patriots, however, the Patriots have the advantage in what matters the most, and that's the scoring, 1-0. Diddick checked in for Alex Morton, and Jaden Doyle checked in for Sven Rieke. Down south of 6 minutes here in half number 1. Up along the far side, Montevallo will possess it. Dutskovic hollering out something, trying to direct traffic on the Montevallo side. He'll get it near side from Francis. David Sheridan on the Patriots there, playing it over to Kolenda. Hemot trying to run away from Montevallo defenders. Pass from Kuzis. Looks like Quast might have been offsides. So the kick from Horn. Be real interested to hear or see the manifestation of the results of Montevallo's halftime talk. They've been right there step for step with the Patriots, but just unable to knock on the door. And the Patriots, meanwhile, scoring on somewhat of a bizarre play early in just a couple of minutes into this match. Down go a couple of players. Keller goes down. Be a foul on Francis Marion. Down to 3 minutes now in half number 1. Into the box along the far side. Dutskovic. Defended by Tebow. Trying to get it out and play it over to his teammate, who sends it high to the near side. This is Kuzis. Dribbling right to Kolenda. Kolenda, the freshman, seeing some good minutes. Has a lot of promise as a player on this Francis Marion team. Head Coach Campbell likes his productivity. Down to 2 minutes left in the first half. Tom Gillette, the graduate student. Now this is Kuzis. Kuzis interrupted by Montevallo defensively. Patriots have it with Majera. dribbling into some traffic. Got a pass and into the box. And the shot from Quast is saved by Horn. Final minute of half number 1 with the Patriots leading 1-0. Here comes Sheridan. Into the box. Tough shot. And that one wide from Jaden Doyle. Doyle battling all the way. Final 40 seconds of half number 1. Played out wide to the far side with Dujkovic. We're down to 12 seconds in half number 1.
10, 9,
8 shots on both sides. Montevallo
5,
close there.
4, 3, 2.
Final seconds of the half, and a cross goes wide of the goal. And that will end the first period. Francis Marion has the lead, 1-0 on Montevallo. We find ourselves at halftime. 6 seed Montevallo, 3 seed Patriots, and Francis Marion has the 1-0 lead. We're going to take a break now, and we'll come back and join you with more in a moment on the Patriots Sports Network. 1-0 Francis Marion has the halftime lead on an assist by Sven Rieke. Take a look at some of the stats. 8-8 shots are tied. Shots on goal tied also 4-4. 4 saves for Francis Marion to 3 for Montevallo. Both teams have 3 corner kicks. Francis Marion with 2 offside infractions. 7 fouls on the Patriots, 5 on the Montevallo side. And of course no yellow cards or red cards on either side. Hotly contested match. A lot of fun, a lot of physical play in the first half. Expect that to continue here in the second period. That Francis Marion goal by David Sheridan happened rather quickly in this match. Opening 4 minutes, you had a goal from Sheridan on the assist from Rieke. And that is where we now stand. But Montevallo, they never let up. They were aggressive all half long. Almost scored a goal towards the end of the first half. It looked for a moment as if we might have a tie game going into the start of the second. But as it stands, it is 1-0, and I will remind you, this is the 6-3 matchup in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. The winner of this match will take on the winner of the UNC Pembroke USC Aiken match. And looking at that score right now, it is 2-1. That's the most recent score that I have. 2-1 USC Aiken on top. Clayton State defeated Flagler 4-2 this afternoon. Young Harris was blowing out North Georgia. Last time I checked 5-0. And of course our score here, Francis Marion 1 and Montevallo 0. And as it stands, USC Aiken does still have a 2-1 lead on UNC Pembroke. That match is a few minutes into the second half. We're just about set. Last time these two teams met, it was 1-1 on September the 27th in Alabama. Montevallo not looking for that kind of a result. They want to pull off the upset on this Francis Marion team, and off we go in the second. Falcons in the purple.
Goal kick to the Falcons. The
Patriots in the white.
Country teams will both run in the Peach Belt Conference Championships November 8th at Fort Gordon in Augusta, Georgia. Congratulations to sophomores Nicole Edelman and Emmeline Wheeler for being named to the PBC Women's Cross Country All-Academic Team for 2014.
Up along the far side with Francis. Montevallo will possess it here. So many of the stats are neck and neck, even in so many areas. That makes for fun play and an entertaining match. This is Jaden Doyle, who checked in late in the first half and is still in there now. Up along the near side with Dujkovic. Sliding tackle by Pascal Majera. Majera playing it for the Patriots. Up along the near side. This is Ibel. Up ahead intended for Rike, who tracks it down. But cross into the box. Played back, and then a shot, and a save by Horn. So another save on the Montevallo side. That shot came from Jaden Doyle, and of course Horn with the save. Patriots again here. That one deflected off a Montevallo player. That was Nicola Klakar. Horn turns that one away. Patriots knocking on the door. This is Rike to Gillette, now up along the near side. Benjamin Quast on the Patriots side, defended by Klakar. Here comes Tom Gillette. Gillette weaving and dancing and cutting. I would love to get the perspective of a player like Tom Gillette, a graduate student who has seen the mountains and the valleys on this Patriots squad. Now another year of success for them, finding themselves a 3 seed in the Peach Belt Conference tournament. Those veteran players always have a unique perspective to add to a team because they've seen it all. And Tom Gillette's one of those players who can say, I've seen it all. Michael Ibel with the sleeves. With a smart decision. Being played up by the Falcons. Pass out wide. Got a cross. And turned away by Francis Marriott. Turning around is Ibel. Up ahead, Quast. Horn comes in and collides with Quast. Crowd is not enthused with that decision. Yannick Horn coming after that one. And he will put it in play now. Patriots coming again here. On the far side. That went into the net for a goal. Looked like Jaden Doyle on the far side scores the second goal of the match for Francis Marion. We will wait for the confirmation on that. And if you're Montevallo now, you're hoping that wasn't the nail in the coffin. So with 39:41 left to play, Francis Marion scores its second goal, and it's 2-0. Patriots on the move again. Enrique had it turned aside. Morton still dribbling into the box. And the Patriots come and collapse on that one. That will be a Francis Marion goal on an own goal there. So there's the official confirmation from the scores. Patriots have scored both of their goals in this match early in the halves. They just have a knack of getting on you early, and the trend continues this year. There are just some teams, some years, that have that certain thing about them that stays consistent and holds true throughout a season, and Patriots seem to be that way this year. This is a good team who could certainly win this Peach Belt Conference tournament. Montevallo holding on here for dear life. I believe Hessenberger goes down on the far side. Was a foul on Francis Marion's Peter Beniso. Into the box. And the Patriots turn it away.
Number 5, Shahon Kathuria.
Montevallo has a substitution. Soham Kathuria is in for the Falcons. Number 5, Kathuria, a freshman from India. There's a player from India on this roster, a player from Serbia, a player from Israel, and a player from Germany. And let's not forget Colombia. Goal kick coming up here for Francis Marion. They lead it 2-0. 9 shots to 8 for FMU. Meir headed back. This one booted up ahead on Francis Marion's side to Quast towards the box. Quast has that one deflected. We have a corner kick coming up for Francis Marion.
Doyle on the corner kick for FMU.
Hayden Doyle. That Francis Marion goal in the second half happened in the 51st minute. It was an own goal off a Montevallo defender on the Jaden Doyle cross. Running hard along the far side. Falcons still possess it. Hessenberger. That one booted away. Picked up and played by Enrique. As a man behind him, Cathuria. And we have a whistle. And we have a card on Montevallo. Cathuria is going to pick that one up. We had neither a yellow card nor a red card in the first half. But we have one now. 34-30 left to play. Francis Marion leading 2-0. The FMU men's soccer program is participating in the Red Card Cancer Initiative during the 2014 season. The mission of the program is a call to action to help defeat the world's biggest opponent by uniting the global game of soccer in the fight against cancer. Contact the coaching staff or a team member for more information on making a donation. The Patriot volleyball team will conclude its regular season schedule this weekend as FMU hosts these Montevallo Falcons on Friday and Columbus State next Saturday. The Peach Belt Conference tournament begins on November the 1st. I beg your pardon, on November the 11th, which would be next Tuesday. Here's a shot just wide. A near goal with 33 minutes and change. How close can you get?
Sergeant Dukovic on the corner kick for Montevallo.
Here's the corner kick from Montevallo. Into the box, some traffic. Still a battle for it. And finally cleared by the Patriots. Montevallo now with 10 shots. 9 on the Francis Marion side. But as I always say, it's the scoring on the board that counts the most. 2-0 Francis Marion. Hessenberger had that last Montevallo shot, the save, of course, by Mike Warren. Cathuria plays it back into the box and headed away. Patriots possess. Yannick Horn will put it in play on the Montevallo side. Jeffrey Hessenberger. Hessenberger, an impressive sophomore forward from Ingolsbrand, Germany. Leading this Montevallo team with 3 goals and 6 assists coming into tonight's match. Yannick Horn also has been quite impressive as a freshman for this Montevallo squad. Horn has played every minute in goal this season. Recorded 81 saves, 5 shutouts. So an impressive season for him. I'll look for him in the Peach Belt Conference making a difference on this Montevallo squad for years to come. Here come the Falcons. Hessenberger towards the box. Left-footed shot is wide left. Mike Warren has his hands on his hips. Patriots have some substitutions.
Into the lineup for Francis Marion, number 5, Thomas Coos, and 16, Gino Lucarelli.
Thomas Coos is back in. And Gino Lucarelli's in for the first time. Lucarelli, a junior from Goose Creek, South Carolina. Less than 30 minutes remain. 2-0 Francis Marion. See if we can update those scores from around the Peach Belt Conference. We'll do that in just a moment. Falcons run that one down. Played back. Now up to the near side with Duchkovic. The cross. Wasn't a Falcon really near it. Still in the box with Montevallo. Back to Duchkovic. He will play it over his teammate Lewis Hill. The denial by Ibel. And he will control it for Francis Marion, playing it up to Thomas Coos. The matchup that folks at this contest might be keeping their eye on is that UNC Pembroke USC Aiken match, and currently USC Aiken leads 2-1. Looked like a handball there, but no call. A collective groan comes from this Hartzler Field crowd. Meanwhile, Young Harris is dominating North Georgia. It's 8-0 now, with plenty of time left in the second half. Duchkovic. Header attempt. Not much doing there for Montevallo. This is Galad. Good job there defensively by Sheridan. David Sheridan, the junior from Glasgow, Scotland. You have 26 minutes and change remaining. Had a foul on Francis Marion moments ago. Pascal Majira had a shot blocked from the top of the box. Substitution on the Falcons here. I believe that is Remy Millard, a senior from Bordeaux, France, checking in. Number 7 for the Falcons, a senior, Remy Millard. Millard checking in to give Ram Galad a
Remy
blow.
Moulard, number 7, into the match for Montevallo.
Here's Quast. We got the corner kick coming up from Francis Marriott. Final 25 minutes. If Montevallo's going to make a move, now is the time. They trail by 2-0. Corner by Quast. And the header goes high. Colenda. This is Bonia. Jeremy Bonia, the 6'5" sophomore from France. Tallest player on the Francis Marion squad.
Into the match for Montevallo, number 12, Stephen Diddick.
Stephen Diddick is in now for Montevallo. Francis. Here's a shot wide right from Diddick. .23 minutes remaining. It is 2-0 Francis Marion. Montevallo 6-6-4 on the season. Patriots have had another tremendous year in trying to keep things going. The winner of this match will play the winner of UNC Pembroke USC Aiken match on Friday.
Back into the match for the Falcons, number 9, Ram Gillard.
Ram Gillard is back in for Montevallo. This one lands with Hemat. Shaheen Niemat from Raholt, Norway. Down to 20 minutes and counting. Yannick Horn on the far side with Montevallo. Here comes Francis, who's been busy all game long. Hessenberger has as well. He goes tumbling. We'll have a corner kick coming. Twelve corner kicks on the Montevallo side. They move quickly. And now the goal kick for Francis Marion. Look at the schedule for this Francis Marion team and the season they've had. You learn how great they've been in close matchups. Coming up along the near side, into the box, and scooped up by Horn. As I mentioned, this Francis Marion team, they've been great in close matches. They've had some heroic efforts late. Might not even need that tonight, however, with the way this thing is shaking out. They lead it 2-0 with 19 minutes left. Benjamin Quast knows a thing or two about strong performances. This is Hemot. Majira, the cross. Oh my, leaping swat by Yannick Horn. Patriots are making the Falcons continue to sweat here. Corner kick coming up on the Patriots side. Corner by Enrique. That one trickles to Horn. Patriots trying to move on to Friday's quarterfinal match against the Pembroke-Aiken winner. Coos. Over to Enrique. Here he comes, trying to get the cross, and it's deflected by Cathuria. Not much doing there for Francis Marion. Lands back with Coos. Then a shot from Gillette is not very close. Down to 16 minutes now. Francis Marion, they can smell it. They can just hold on. They'll be in the semifinals on Friday. Second semifinal match at Blanchard Woods Park in Evans, Georgia. And if they win that, they'll be in the championship match on Sunday at 1 p.m. But that's counting the chickens before they hatch. Patriots have won their last 5. looking to make it 6 tonight. Cathoria. Along the far side. Good stop by Montevallo. Like Stephen Roca made that play on the far side. Falcons the cross. Not a whole lot doing for them there.
Back into the match for Francis Marion, 17, Benjamin Quasp.
Benjamin Quast is back in for the Patriots.
Montevallo, 22, Andrew Ajin Barikarang.
And in for the first time for Montevallo, number 22, Andrew Ajin Barikarang, senior from Florence, Alabama. We'll have a stop in the action here. Looks like Benny So should be okay. He hops up and says, let's keep playing. Benny So, the sophomore from French, showing some resiliency. And here he is with the kick. If you're a Francis Marion team in this situation, you want to keep the pedal to the metal. They're 13 minutes away, though, from that semifinal appearance. Last time we checked, Aiken was still leading Pembroke 2-1. We will try and grab an update for you. Looks like Aiken is still ahead 2-1. A throw in from Montevallo. Into the box. Leaping grab by Warren. An Aiken-Pembroke game has about 9 minutes left here. So that one coming right down to the wire. Here come the Patriots. Down goes Quast. Now the Falcons come the other way. On the far side and rumbling. Up ahead and deflected in the box by Francis Marion.
Surgeon Dukovic on the corner kick for the Falcons.
Dujkovic with the corner kick for Montevallo. Another Montevallo player is down. The first time I've said that tonight. Falcons lost Zach Keller, their freshman defenseman, very early in this match. We play on with Millard on the near side. Lacrosse. Lands with Roca. And that one played by Warren, who collapses on it. We're down close to 10 minutes now. Patriots 2, Montevallo nothing. No whistle there. Najira is clipped. He raises his hands as if to say, finally, give me something. That'll be on Nicolas Clacar. Down to 9 minutes now. Falcons will come the other way. Patriots head coach John Campbell has infused excitement and anticipation in this Francis Marion team. And you get the sense that they believe they can win it all. You get the sense that they believe they can do everything they set out to do at the beginning of this season. There is something to be said about a team not only talented, but a team that just believes they can win. And Francis Marion carries that aura about them. This is a very good squad. They're proving it again tonight. Holding off a valiant effort from this Montevallo team. Here's Lewis Hill. Over to Millard. On the cross. Defended well by the Patriots. Into the middle with Roca. Lands with David Sheridan. And offside. They've never broken. They've been consistent throughout. At times belligerent. Very much aggressive throughout. They've had a few lucky breaks here and there. Meanwhile, this Montevallo squad, they've done some things well tonight. There's no question about that. Sometimes you run into a team, however, that can just fight you off and hold you down and hold you back. And the Patriots have seemed to do that tonight. Could be said that the Patriots just have Montevallo's number tonight, as Kuz lost the handle on that one. So we're down to less than 5 minutes, 4.5 remaining. Francis Marion leading 2-0. Almost there. Watch out, could have gotten a face full there. We are down to 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Got a couple of shots from Montevallo. Barricarang had one, went wide left, and Alex Morton had one go wide right. Patriots are 3 minutes away. Here is Kuz. Had an active second period. Quast couldn't track that one down. That one intended for Millard, and he couldn't get to it in time. And now a victory for the Patriots is becoming that much more of a reality. Up ahead for the Patriots, this is Rique. And a big sigh comes from the crowd. And another sigh as Rique let that one go. Down close to a minute now. Patriots trying to tie this one up and put a bow on it. If everything holds here, barring some miracle, the Patriots will be in the semifinals in Evans, Georgia on Friday.
1 minute remaining.
And it looks like USC Aiken is holding on to a lead, 2-1 in that match, as we're down to 50 seconds. And that Aiken-Pembroke game is now final. Aiken has won it 2-1. So Francis Marion will play Aiken on Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Down to 30 seconds. Down to 20 seconds. Got a goal kick coming. Crowd begins to cheer. They know the significance of the moment.
10,
Down to 10 seconds now.
8, 7, 6,
And fittingly,
5,
Mike
4,
Warren will stand in front of it.
2.
The Patriots will win it. They come away victorious tonight by a final score of 2-0. Montevallo had more shots in this game than Francis Marion, but the score that matters is the 2-0 final. FMU wins it, the 3 seed, defeating the 6 seed Montevallo. Patriots improved to a record of 11 or 12, 3-2 now, and Montevallo drops to 6, 7-4 on the season.
Young Harris leads North Georgia 8-2 with 2 minutes left in the other.
Had 1 goal in the first half by David Sheridan. The second goal scored on an own goal for Francis Marion, and that's the scoring tonight. Patriots have pulled it off. They have won this match, and they will advance, hoping to get to the championship match, which will be on Sunday afternoon, if they are successful in the semifinal match on Friday against USC Aiken, who defeated UNC Pembroke by a score of 2-1 tonight. So once again, Francis Marion wins it 2-0. My name is Armand Brody. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. This has been FMU Men's Soccer on the Patriots Sports Network, and we bid you a good evening.